What's up, guys? It's the girl Answer. Welcome back to my channel, guys. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you haven't subscribed to the channel as yet, click that subscription button right down below and turn on that notification bell so that you can be notified anytime I upload a new video. I just ate some hot Cheetos. I haven't been posting lately because I was not feeling well. I'm just trying to recover right now. But I said I had to make this video because I've noticed that whenever people are trying to apply for their visa, they always go through an agency because they cannot well, they think that they cannot fill out the application form for themselves. So I'm going to show you guys today how to do that. It's a very easy step, and the only thing about it is that you might want to work a little faster because it does have like a timer. Like if you take too long to fill in certain parts, it will restart. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys everything from the beginning. Of course, I'm gonna be using the Belize U.S. Embassy because that's where I'm at right now. And I've recently applied for my visa. I applied for my J1 visa, which is a working visa, and also my B1, B2, which is just a visitor's visa. So I did both of my applications by myself, for myself, and it was pretty easy, and I would like to share it with you guys just in case you guys want to go in for a visa and you guys don't know what to do, or you guys feel like you guys need to pay an agency to do it for you. I'm going to show you guys how easy it is so that you guys can do it for yourselves. So let's get right into the video. You are going to need a pen and a paper. This is just to write down your number that you're going to receive once you start the application process. You guys will see it because I'm going to be screen recording it for you. So let me get my laptop and start my screen recording. Alright, so the first thing we're going to go into the U.S. Embassy, Belize. That's what I usually type in, and then you're going to see it there. It's bz.usembassy.gov, and you're going to start by going into the part that says visa, and it says a non-immigrant. Alright, so we're going to click read more. Alright, then you're going to go down to the part that says non-immigrant, and you're going to click on it. And then we're going to go to the part that says how to apply for a visa. So you have some stuff here that they're telling you, like, please ignore my neighbors. They have, like, they're going to say determine the type of visa required. This is just in case you want some information, but if you already know what you're going to do, we're going to click on number 2, which is the DS-160 form. We need to complete the DS-160 form to take to the embassy. Alright, so this is where we're going to put in your location. So as I said, I'm going to be doing the Belize U.S. Embassy process. I guess for every country is the same process. It's just that you have to put your country and just answer to your country. Whatever it asks you for, just make sure that it is related to your country. Alright. I'm so sorry, guys. So it says select one, so we're going to be selecting Belize since I am in Belize at the moment, and the office is located in Belmopan, as you guys see here. And then we have to enter the code that we see at the bottom, which is SBD5V. And then we're going to go ahead and we are going to start our application. What you see here at the bottom that says retrieve an application, that is whenever you are going to see it, but whenever you take long to answer something, it will sign out. So you have to come back, and instead of starting a whole new DS-160 form, you could just go back there to retrieve it with your code and stuff, right? So we're going to start the application process. We're going to click the agree button after you've read everything that is there when it comes down to computer fraud and so forth. As you guys can see, the application ID here for me, it's AA00AYPLNV. I'm going to go ahead and write that down because that is what you're going to need to sign in if you forget or if you take too long to fill out the application, right? So it's AA00AYPLNV. Alright, and then you have some security questions here, so you could choose from whatever is here. You could choose. I'm gonna go with what is your oldest sibling's middle name. Now let me go with In what city or town did your mother meet? Let me just use what city does your nearest sibling lives? I'm just gonna go with that, and I'm going to put for that Belize. So for the security question, city, siblings, just so that I could have it, and then I have Belize, right? And then we're gonna continue. This is where the application starts, right? So you're gonna put in your first name, which is I'm gonna do James. I'm not gonna put in my real information simply because this is on the internet and I don't want, you know, any weird stuff happening, right? And then for my given name, I'm going to put Kitty. And then for my full name is Kitty Cat James. And then it says, have you ever used any other name? If you have, then you're going to select yes. If not, then no. And at the side here, as you guys can see, the side, it shows you what it means. So what other name means is that it says other names used include your maiden name, religious name, professional name, or any other name which you are known by or have been known by in the past. So it could be, I'm not sure, it could be any other name than your name, right? Not your nickname, but any other name, professional name, or stuff like that. Do you have a telescope? Telecode, sorry, that represents your name. Telecodes are 4-digit code numbers that represent characters in some non-Roman alphabet names. As I said, all the information is on the side, so it's just up to you to just read and understand. I'm going to select no. Are you a male or a female? Are you married? Are you single? Are you divorced? What day were you born? Just gonna put any dates. Let me put 1967. Alright, what city? We're gonna put Belize. We do not have a state, and then it's gonna be in Belize. And then we could save it. I think that the best thing to do is just to save it, just so that you don't miss out on those information. Then we're gonna hit next, which is personal. So they're asking about your origin country, which is Belize for me. Do you hold or have you held any other nationalities? If you have another nationality, then you put yes, and then I guess they're gonna ask you more questions about it. That's right. So I'm gonna put no. Are you a permanent resident of the country or other country? Sorry. Are you a permanent resident of a country / religious other than your current country? No, I'm not. Do you have an identification number? So for Belize, we will put our social security number here. I'm not gonna put mine, so I'm just gonna say it does not apply. And then if you're in the US, you put your social security here or your taxpayer ID here. I'm not gonna put anything for that. And then we're gonna go ahead and we're going to go to the travel section. It says the purpose of your travel. So what are you coming here to do? So you have different types of visa that you could apply for, right? So we're gonna go ahead with the B1, B2. I did the B1, B2, and I also did the J1. As I said, the J1 is most like to work, like a student exchange visa. So we're gonna click B1, B2. If you have any specific plans, you put it. If you don't have specific plans, then that's okay. If you do, you're gonna tell them what is your plans. If you have already booked your flight, which I do suggest you go in for your visa appointment first before booking your flight, just to be sure. And for example, our intended date is the 6th of July 2023, just for example, and I plan to stay for 4 months. Alright, so we have to have our address that where we're gonna stay here. So I'm gonna put Wheat Girl Street, Manhattan, just for example, New York. And the zip code, I'm just gonna put a zip code because I really don't know the zip code. And then who is responsible for it? Are you paying for it for yourself, or is someone paying it for you? Then we're gonna save that, and then we're gonna continue. So far so good. It hasn't kicked us out, which is good. It says person traveling with you. Are you traveling for yourself or do you have a companion? All right, next. Have you been in the US before? We're gonna say no. Have you ever been issued a US visa? No. If you did, you say yes, and then you have to put in the information for your previous visa. But I'm gonna stick to no just in case you're someone new trying to apply for the visa. Have you ever been refused of a US visa or been refused admission, whatever, to the States? No. If you have, you select yes, and I guess they're going to ask you more questions. Of course they will, because they want you to explain. Has anyone filed an immigrant petition on your behalf with the United States Citizens and Immigration? We're going to say no. Again, remember to always save, just so that once it kicks you out, you can go back in the application. So we're going to put our home address. This is our home address where we're living now. So for now, I'm going to put Kitty Street, Belize for the city. We do not have a postal, nor a zip code. And then we're going to put Belize. Again, you put your country, whatever country you live in. And is your mailing address the same as your home? Yes, if it is. If you want them to mail, just for example, you need to mail something, you put no, and then you put the mailing address. And then we're going to put number. We don't have a second number. So for now, we're going to put 5014436, whatever. I'm just putting a number. How many numbers is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Have you used other phone numbers in the last 5 years? If you have, you could put them down. If you don't remember, that's okay. Just select no. And then they're going to ask you for an email address. I'm going to put my business address, business.anthonette @gmail.com. And have you used any other email address? If you have, you could put it. If not, then that's okay. Now, they are going to ask you for your social media handles. If you do have social media, then you go ahead and put them in. For me, I'm going to go ahead and put in my Instagram. My Instagram, which is Monisha. Mo_, stay on the page. Mo_Monisha. I'm going to add another one since I have. And I'm going to put my YouTube name. Oh no, that was for Instagram. And then this one is for YouTube. Which of course is Antha's Vlogs. I'm sorry. Antha's Vlogs. They are going to check your socials, so just be careful of the things that you post on those sites, because you don't want to, if they ask you here if you wish to provide information about your presence on social media. So I don't have anything to say about my presence on social media, so I just selected no. But I was saying, as I was saying, just be careful of what you post on these social medias, because okay, there we go. I have to stand back in. The screen went blank. But just be careful of the things that you post on social medias, because they do search your social medias, and you wouldn't want them to find anything that is suspicious that will give them a reason to deny your visa. You want to make sure that once you go in there, everything is okay. They don't have to question certain things they see you post or certain things they see on your page and so forth. So I always try to encourage people to make sure that you keep your social media in a certain way, not only for that, but just to have that good reputation, because it's not a nice feeling when people look at you a type of way because of the things that you post on social media, right? So as you guys saw, the screen went blank, right? So I was taking too long, I was talking too much. So we're gonna go ahead and sign back in over here. Another thing too, guys, you could try to use different websites or different browsers, because I realized too that the Safari that I'm using here sometimes it doesn't work, and then when I go on Google it works, Google Chrome. So let's try to do it with the Google Chrome and see how that works out. um Alright, so we're back on the page. All you have to do is just continue the same way. You put the where you're from. We're going to put in the code, which is 48JU. And we're going to head straight down to retrieve an application. And then we're going to put in our ID, which is AA00AYPLNB. And then they're going to put in our surname. Oh shoot, I forget my surname. My surname was James, I think. And the year was 19. Oh my gosh, 67. I forgot. In what city does your nearest? Okay, I hope this is correct. Oh Lord. Alright, good. Alright, 1967. And the last name is James. And then Belize. Just have to remember those three things for your security code, guys. So as you guys can see, it took me back to the same page. We're going to head over now to the passport. What type of passport do you have? This is a regular, this is a whatever passport. So we're just going to put a passport number, PO41567. If you have a passport book number, you put it there. If you don't, you skip. Where did your passport been issued? It was issued in Belmopan City, Belmopan. Belize the issue dates. When was the issue date and when is the expiry date? It was issued 2022 and it's gonna be expired 10 years afterwards. It's gonna be 2032, I believe. I hope. I'm not good with maths. Alright, then have you ever lost a or has your passport been stolen? If it has, say yes. If no, then you say no. Ew. Okay, let me put June 22, just because, sorry. Alright, let me fix this part because it's saying that it can't be later. Alright, so it was issued in March 2022 and it's going to be issued in March 8th. Okay, that sounds better. Alright, continue. We're almost finished. So we need some contacts for people who you're going to be staying with. So if you have anyone that you're going to be staying with, put their surname, which is going to be James again. This time we're going to say Kati. And then the relationship to you, they could be your friend, your relative, your employer. And they want the address, so you're going to put Week Lady, Manhattan, New York. Zip code, you put your zip code. You put their number, 212-123-4567. If they have an email, you put their email. As I said, this is pretty simple. The only thing you need to do here is just to follow the instructions. It's really not that bad for you to have to pay an agency. This is actually just saving you some money. So you put in your father's name, your mother's name, if you know. If you don't know, you don't know. But I don't want to fill in all of this part. So if you don't know, you don't know. But if you do know, you just put in those. Does any of your relative... It says, do you have any immediate relative, not including parents, that lives in the U.S.? If you do it, then you say yes. And if you have any other relative that lives in the U.S., you could also say yes to that. And save and continue. I really hope that this is informative. And then we're going to continue on to the work and educational space. So for me, I'm just going to put, for my work, I'm going to put student. I just feel that that's the easiest thing right now. And they want to know the school, so I'm going to put Ocherias High School. That's in Jamaica, by the way, guys. So Ocherias, St. Anne. And then we're going to put a phone number. Alright, and then I'm just going to leave it there. What year you started. Oh, Lord. I'm going to put June of 2012. If you are an employer, you're going to put your details and so forth. Alright, study. Alright, we're almost through. Have you worked or have you been previously were you previously employed? You're gonna put yes or no. If you have, you're gonna have to fill out some more stuff like your employer's name, the street, their numbers, their email address, and so forth. I'll put no just because I don't want to go through all of that. And then it says, have you attended any educational institution at secondary level or above? That means high school, college, university, those stuff. I could put yes, you could put no, because if you put yes, you have to put those information. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say no. And then they want additional. Do you belong to any clan or tribe? If you do, you say yes. If no, then that's it. What language do you speak? I will put English. And then, have you traveled to any country / religions with within the last 5 years? No, I haven't. If you do, you select yes, and then you put in the different countries that you've traveled and the date and how long you've stayed. Have you belonged to, contributed to, or worked for any professional? If you have, then you say yes. If not, then no. Same thing for these questions. Just answer the questions, to be honest. I'm just gonna select no for all. And this is almost to the end. So this is where we're going to ask you some security questions. Now, it is important to be very, very honest about these, because you don't want to lie about it and then end up being in trouble, right? So I'm just going to select no for these because these do not apply for me. But I'm going to go ahead and just select no for all of these. Of course, if you select yes, you have to explain why and so forth. We're almost through. I think this is the longest part because it's like 5 security questions we have to go through. Alright, we're almost there. Go, baby. Alright, we're at the 4th one now. And the final one, which is the 5th. Alright, so once we've completed that, then it's time to upload a photo of us, a passport size photo. So I would recommend you guys just getting a photo from your email that was sent to you. It has to be a passport size. I'm going to go ahead and put one of mine, hoping that it works. This is one that I just literally just screenshotted and just put it there. If it doesn't work, then that's fine. Okay, so this one failed. It did not meet their quality standard. So you could choose to either do it without a picture or a picture. It's up to you guys. But I'm going to go ahead and do it without a picture. And all you have to do is just bring your passport size picture, right? And then you're going to go ahead and you're going to review everything to make sure that everything is correct on the site. Just to make sure that you have no mistakes and stuff like that. Just go ahead and review everything. Once you're through with that, then they're going to send you guys an email with the code and so forth that you have to print to take to the embassy, right? I'm going to go ahead and just print this. So here it says, did anyone assist you? You're going to say no. If they did assist you, they're going to want some information of who assisted you and so forth. So, and then you're just going to sign it with your passport number. I forgot what my passport number was. That's the only bad thing about it. But let me see if it's going to work like this. If not, then I'm just going to have to show you guys something different. Okay, I forgot my passport number. So I think I'm going to have to go back and get the passport number that I have here. Okay, so it's P042567. Alright, that's it. Let's see. Alright, so it's P042567 and the code is 683561. And you signed and it's a confirm. So this is how your confirmation page is going to look. If you had added your picture is going to come right here where you say you must bring a picture. But this is all the information and you're going to need this to take to the embassy. So this is one step, right? The other step, the next step after you completed this, you have to sign in. I'm not going to do that part because I think that is not necessary for me to do, but I could walk you through it just the same. The other part is you're going to go ahead and you're going to come where it says U.S. Embassy, U.S. Welcome U.S. non-migrant visa application, and you're going to go ahead and you're going to continue. So you have already applied here. You're going to go ahead and continue. And this is where you're going to sign up with a new account. So you're going to put in your email and so forth. Let me see if I could try it. So this, you're going to select the part that says I have completed the U.S. non-migrant visa application. And this is where you're going to put in your information. So for this one, my given name was Kitty, I believe. And James was my surname. My email will be business.anthonette. I hope it works. If not, then I tried. Because I did use this for my other application. So, password is going to be blah blah. And let's see if it's going to work. I'm gonna put in a number here just in case. 613 from the socks. Create. Okay, so since I've already been taken, let me see if I could use the one that's been. I figured it was gonna tell me that, you know. Alright. So as you guys can see here, these are some applications that I did fill out that I did not complete it, but I signed up for the two of them, which is the J1 working visa and also the B1 B2. So you're gonna see something like this, and when you press, you're gonna add, for example, I want to go through with this, I'm gonna add continue. Then they're gonna tell me that we have to pay. From here we're gonna see how much we have to pay. Then we're gonna schedule. After you've paid, you're gonna have to wait until your payment is approved, and then you're gonna come back, you're gonna schedule, and then they're gonna give you your information. I'm not gonna go through all of that because that's the easiest part, but I hope that this video was somewhat informative. I realized that a lot of Nigerians, they're asking me how to visit Belize. I do not have an answer to that because I really do not know, but I do know that they need a visa to visit, to come into Belize. I will be trying to figure out or gather some information so that I will be able to tell you guys or share with you guys or more of that on how to visit Belize if you are coming from a country that needs a visa, and what's the process in getting all the information and so forth. I will be making a video for you guys on that, but I hope that this one was informative enough just to show you guys how to apply. It doesn't matter where you're at, it's the same process. It's just that you're going to use your information, and you're also going to use your country and wherever your embassy is. For Grenada, Grenada does not have a U.S. embassy, so they have to go to St. Lucia, I believe, or Barbados. I think it's Barbados they have to go to. So what they do is they will still put the information for Barbados, and they will also put their country as Grenada, because they do, of course, the U.S. embassy knows that there's not an embassy there, so they have to use Barbados embassy, and that's how it goes. But the process is just the same. I hope that this helps so that you guys could save a little money instead of paying agencies to do it for you. I know some people, sometimes they're lazy and we don't want to do all the extra work, but it feels good to know that you could do something for yourself and not have to pay someone to do it for you. So let me know if you have any other questions, and thank you guys so much for watching this video. Once again, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you haven't subscribed, click that subscription button right down below and turn on that notification bell so that you can be notified anytime I upload a new video. Always remember to stay true to yourself, because there's no one in this world that is better than you. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that answers to tell a friend to subscribe to her channel. Until next time, guys. Peace.